Hello, grade 12 students. Hope you're fine and safe. The title of our lesson for today is How to Write a Well-Organized Essay. By the end of this session, you'll be able to identify first the structure of a well-organized essay, next the parts of an essay, and the 4 bases of a good essay. What is an essay? Letters can be combined into a word, and words can be combined into a sentence. Sentences can be combined into a paragraph, and paragraphs all together make up an essay. So an essay is made up of several paragraphs. Is this all? No. All the paragraphs should support a single point. So, an essay is a piece of writing of several paragraphs that support a single point. Now, this is a model essay. Let's see the structure of this essay. This essay has a title, Successful Families Fighting for Their Kids. It has, as you can see here, many paragraphs. In fact, 4 paragraphs. The first paragraph is called the introduction, and this is the first component of an essay. The second component of an essay is the body. Here, this essay has 2 body paragraphs. Essays usually can have 2 or 3 body paragraphs, and the last paragraph is the conclusion. So, an essay has an introduction, a body, a conclusion. The body can be made up of 2 paragraphs, like in this case, or of 3 or more paragraphs. Now, look at this sandwich. How is it similar to the structure of an essay? It helps you remember the format of an essay. It has an upper slice of bread and a bottom slice of bread and fillings in between, similar to an essay that has an introduction, a conclusion, and body. What are the parts of a well-organized essay? Usually, a good essay starts with an introduction. Writers start with several sentences that attract the reader's attention. What do we call it? It's the hook. The second part of the introduction is the connecting information. Here, writers give background information that leads to the thesis statement. And the last part of an introduction, which is very important, is the main point or idea that is going to be developed in the whole essay. It's the thesis statement. An introduction starts with a hook. Just as fisherman uses a hook to catch a fish, so a writer uses a hook to catch the reader's attention. However, there are several ways to write a hook. It could be surprising facts and statistics. The writer can ask a question, or tell an anecdote, or use a quotation. Now, the last component of the introductory paragraph is the thesis statement. The thesis statement is the most important statement in the whole essay. Why? Because it indicates the main idea of the whole essay. It's usually the last sentence of the introduction. Here is the introduction of our model. Let's read the first sentences together. It's a terrible time to be a teenager or even a teenager's parent. That message is everywhere. Television, magazines, and newspapers are all full of frightening stories about teenagers and families. So in these sentences, the writer is trying to attract the reader's attention by mentioning surprising facts. This is the hook. What comes next are sentences that give background information about the topic. This is the connecting information. What comes after is the thesis statement, which is in this case the last sentence of the introduction. Parents are finding ways to protect and nurture their children by having quality family time and controlling the influence of the media. Here, the author is giving the main idea in this thesis statement of the whole essay. The first essential step in writing a successful essay is to formulate a clear thesis statement. A good thesis statement tells two things: the topic of an essay, and second, it presents the points or attitude or aspects about that topic, and here in this case, the controlling ideas. Now let's see examples of good thesis statements. The first example is domestic violence is often due to poverty and the abuser's violent background. Here it's a good thesis statement. Why? Because it mentions the topic, domestic violence, and it mentions the first controlling idea, poverty, and the second controlling idea, the abuser's violent background. So here the author wants to discuss two causes of domestic violence, which are poverty and abuser's violent background. Let's look at the second example. Computer technology has two major effects on education: lecture variety and easy research. The topic here is computer technology. The two controlling ideas are lecture variety and easy research. So here we know that the author is going to discuss two ideas about the topic, which are lecture variety and easy research. When writing a good thesis statement, one should keep in mind not to commit the following mistakes. A thesis statement should be a complete sentence and not a fragment. It's wrong to say the values of helping others because it's an incomplete sentence. One should say helping others gives a sense of satisfaction and promotes positive behavior among society members. The second thing we should take into consideration is not to announce the topic of the essay. It's wrong to say the essay will discuss the benefits of emotional and educational support from family. A correct thesis statement would be: emotional and educational support we get from family helps us face life challenges. Another very important point to take into consideration is not to write a too broad statement. For example, we can't have a thesis statement as such: sports are important to our health, because there are almost 10 benefits for sports on health. A correct thesis statement would be: sports benefit our health by refreshing our moods and by helping us to get rid of many diseases. Now it's your turn to do some application on writing correct thesis statements. Write a good thesis statement for each of the following topics. Reading books. Let's try together. How can we write a correct thesis statement here? For example, reading books sharpens our critical thinking skills and improves our vocabulary bank. Did I announce the topic? No. Did I write a complete sentence? Yes. Is my thesis statement too broad? No. The second topic, natural disasters. Think about this topic. A model answer could be: natural disasters have damaging effects on the economy, health, and ecology. So here, this is a sample of a good thesis statement. We have three controlling ideas here: economy, health, and ecology. The second main component of a good organized essay is the body, which consists of body paragraphs. Mostly, essays require 2 or 3 body paragraphs to support the thesis statement. Each body paragraph should have a topic sentence and supporting details. These are the 2 body paragraphs of our model essay. And as you can see here, each body paragraph starts with a topic sentence. The first topic sentence is derived from The first controlling idea. Parents face the challenge of raising good teens by finding quality time to spend with their children. This reflects having quality family time in the thesis statement. And these are the supporting details of the topic sentence. Now, the second body paragraph starts with the topic sentence. Another way families are adopting to protect their children is by controlling the impact of the media. This reflects the second controlling idea in the thesis statement, which is controlling the influence of the media. And what comes after the topic sentence are the supporting details. Now, after the topic sentence comes the supporting details. They are the basic ingredients of what makes a successful essay. They can be of different types: examples, facts, statistics, sensory details, or expert's opinion. Now let's see one of the body paragraphs of the model essay. Here in this paragraph, the writer mentioned different types of supporting details. First, he mentioned the example of the economist Edward Wolff, which is an expert's opinion. Another type of supporting detail is the time parents have available for their children has been squeezed by the rapid shift of mothers into paid labor force. This is a fact. A third type of supporting detail mentioned by the writer is an example when he says, "My aunt quit her job and kept her 2 boys and her sick mom in the house." The last component of a good essay is the concluding paragraph. As a writer, here it's your chance to remind the reader of your thesis statement and to bring the essay to a natural and graceful end. So, a concluding paragraph restates the thesis statement and mentions a final comment. This final comment could be an opinion, a thought-provoking question, a prediction, or a recommendation. Don't forget that the conclusion should start with a transition word like to wrap up, to sum up, or to summarize. One more time back to the model to check the concluding paragraph. The concluding paragraph starts with a transition word in conclusion. It restates the thesis statement, here highlighted in yellow, and it states the opinion of the author. So this is a good example of a concluding paragraph. A summary of the structure of an essay and its parts is in the following. We have an essay has a title. An essay starts with introductory paragraph that includes hook, connecting information, thesis statement. The thesis statement has a topic and 2 or 3 controlling ideas. Then the body of the essay. The first body paragraph has a topic sentence and supporting details. Second body paragraph has a topic sentence and supporting details. There could be a third body paragraph. At the end we have the conclusion. In the concluding paragraph we have restatement of the thesis statement and a final sentence. Now, what makes your essay of high quality? First, unity. Unity means there is a thesis statement and the body paragraphs support the thesis statement and the controlling ideas. Next, there should be support. There should be enough supporting details to each point in the body paragraph. Next comes coherence. Coherence means all the sentences stick together so the reader will be able to move smoothly from one bit of supporting information to the next. At the end, don't forget that your essay should have clear, error-free sentences. At the end, we should not forget the transitional words that create cohesion in my essay. There are transitions that show addition, like also an addition, moreover, furthermore, besides. There are transitions that show examples, like, for example, for instance, to illustrate, in particular, There are transitions that show conclusion, like in conclusion, finally, in brief, to wrap up, to sum up. What we've learned throughout this session is that an essay has three main parts: an introduction, body, and a conclusion. We also learned that the thesis statement is made up of the topic and controlling ideas. What makes an essay of high quality are unity, coherence, support, and sentence skills. Thank you for listening.